Okay, good afternoon everyone. This is Jeremy Medeiros speaking from Nonsuch Island, and joined by Lizzie Medeiros, who happens to be my daughter and everything, and she's actually back in Bermuda. She's from Berry College, Georgia, where she's studying biology, and she's here doing a study on bluebirds in Bermuda, but she's also helping me with banding some of and measuring some of the cajal chicks, because we got so many of them that there's plenty to go around, as they say. But we're here on a beautiful day in Nonsuch Island. I believe it's May the 15th or 16th, something like that, May 15th. And this is a very special day because we're going to take out our cajal cam chick, Sunny, today, and give him his identification band on his leg, which he's going to keep for the rest of his life, as well as doing the normal weight and measurement checks. So I think we're just going to get right into it, and I will open this up. He's waiting for us. Okay, grab him quick. Grab him quick. Right in there. He was thinking about going into the tunnel, I think. Oh, wow. Yeah, this is the first time I've seen him in about a good few days, and yeah, he's developing really quickly at this point. You can see his tail feathers are almost fully down free. He's starting to get a down free patch on his shoulders. Not quite there yet, but you can sort of see all the adult feathers coming in at the top. His tail is really lengthening right now, and his wings too are just about down free, as well as his face. And you can see he's been preening, actively preening off the down, because his bill is just stuffed with it, as most of them have been today, most of the chicks that we've been checking. But it's quite talkative and such. It's kind of a warm day, so we're just going to get right into weighing and measuring him. And Lizzie is going to weigh it and record the wing chord of Sunny today. And then I am going to fit him with his band and measure his bill length. So we're going to see how, just what weight he is. The last weight check we did 3 days ago, I believe it was, he was 370 grams. So this would be a good indication if he's had feeding visits in the last couple of nights. .356, okay, so hasn't been fed in the last 2 or 3 nights. That's totally normal. So 334 grams. And actually, I think what's starting to happen is he's starting to have his normal slim down period. Now, a lot of the chicks haven't been slimming down as they get older because their parents have been feeding them so much. They're just staying very fat right through, almost to the point in which normally they should be losing weight. And it's fine. It just means they're going to go out to sea a little later, and they're going to just develop quicker that way. So we're just going to check his wing length, his outer wing length or wing chord. And we've really seen Sunny metamorphosize from a tiny little fluff ball. Yeah, you're going to have to restrain him physically. He's quite a big, strong bird. Yeah, just really grab and just pin that right to the ruler. Quite talkative too. 206. Okay, 206 millimeters. Okay, that's good. So it's got a gang about 6 centimeters to go. So his wings are growing at about 1 centimeter every 2 days at this point, and so if you extrapolate that, they normally fledge when their wing chord reaches about 265 to 275 millimeters. So really, Sunny, it looks like Sunny's only about 12 to maybe 14 days away from fledging out to sea. So 2 weeks or less. So we're really in the final stage, his past the 3/4 stage, and what you're going to see is him very rapidly losing all of that down over the next week or so. Okay, so at that point, I'm going to switch with you. And we are going to fit Sunny with his ID band. And we fit chicks that are, you know, known age cahals. We know how old they are and what nest they came from. We fit the bands on the left leg. Birds that we band as adults that we don't know their exact age, we always band on the right leg, and that's a very quick way of telling if you have a bird that, you know, we know the history of it, we know when it fledged, what nest it fledged from, who its parents were, and everything. It's a very quick way of being able to tell them apart. So just look right here, still very downy. So you just use a special pliers to close up the band. Just make sure it's completely closed. There, and his band number is E0618. So E0618, and that the bands are made from a special corrosion-resistant alloy called Incaloy. That they are designed to last for the entire life of the bird. And we know that cahals can live at least 40 to 50 years, or maybe even more than that. So these things are good for half a century or more, and the amazing thing is they'll still look absolutely new after decades and decades of being at sea with the bird in a very corrosive environment. Okay, so he is now banded, and we'll know forevermore, you know, if he returns, where he returns to, what nest, and how long it takes for him to do that. We can basically follow him now every year for the rest of his life. All we have to do is recapture him in whatever nest he decides to do. And he's such a big, strong bird. He has a very good chance of surviving those, 3 or 4 years out at sea before they mature, and hopefully returns to Nonsuch Island here to set up his own nest burrow and attract a mate to it. Okay, so we're just going to measure his bill length. And this is very quick. Okay, yeah. It's definitely a male. His bill length is 29.4 millimeters. 29.4. Yeah, so it's in that top percentile, so really every single measurement we're doing now is confirming more and more that this is in fact another male bird. And the females tend to, their bill length at this point tends to be about 26 to 27 millimeters in length. The males can be anywhere from like 28.8 up to over 32 millimeters. One bird we just checked had about 32.4 millimeters, and that's as long as an adult male cahal. The only thing that'll happen is as they get older, their bill will thicken from top to bottom, but it's almost at the length it will be as an adult now. It won't get any longer. It's full length. This one might grow a little bit more before it fledges, but it'll fledge essentially at full weight. So you can see those long lengthening wings. He still doesn't quite know what to do with them. He hasn't got them coordinated yet, but more and more he will as he gets the chance to start coming out at night and exercising these wings. And you can see his tail has still got a lot of down on it, but it's certainly emerging, getting quite long now. So I'd say plumage-wise, he is face, wings, and tail are pretty well down free now. The shoulder, not quite yet. It's getting thin, but it's still got a lot of down. So I think still just those three. Great. So yeah, so Sonny is looking good. He hasn't been fed for a few nights, so hopefully he will get fed in the next night or two. It may be partly because it's been very calm. The adults tend to like more wind to come in, but yeah, the bird continues to mature, and like I said, I would say probably by the end of the month, about the 28th or 30th of May, this bird will be departing Nonsuch Island, heading out to sea, and hopefully we'll see it again around about 2021 to 2022 when it returns to find its own nest and attract a mate to it. Okay, so Jeremy Medeiros and Lizzie Medeiros and Sonny and JP behind the camera lens there, all saying goodbye to everyone from Nonsuch Island, and everybody have a great day. Okay, you want to put them back in? Really nice, healthy chick, I tell you.
Okay, close it.
Okay. There we go. Fantastic.
Cool. Thanks.
Okay. All right. Mission accomplished, and we got them all weighed and measured.